Welcome to Graeme Games. My name's Graeme. This is a game. Today I'm playing the demo for Backpack Hero, coinciding with a Kickstarter campaign that is live now. There will be a link down below if you want to check it out. It's an inventory management based dungeon crawling roguelike. It's basically if you took the item management of Diablo, the item structuring and arrangement of something like, I guess, Dicey Dungeons, and then you're a little mouse boy and you run out into the dungeons and kill things. That's a winning combination of things in my book. Welcome to the dungeon. You must conquer the dungeon by delving deep to the center to discover the ancient cheeses hidden there. Some nice ripe blues, perhaps. You are armed only with your magic backpack. You head into the dungeon knowing very few make it back alive. There, you get to choose where you progress to, open up a chest to gather up some loot. Add all items to the backpack to continue. You can look at what it does. This one deals 7 damage, the shield blocks 7, and a meal, which has 2 uses, adds 2 energy. When out of uses, it is destroyed. As you're selecting things, you can rotate them to better fit them in your inventory, make space for things. All wrapped up, and now as we progress through the dungeon, that is what I have available to me to fight with. I know he's about to defend. I have 3 energy. I will use my sword to attack 3 separate times before he has a chance to block. It has that whole Slay the Spire thing where it informs you ahead of time what he's getting ready to do. Now he will block, so I'm going to throw up 2 guards. I'm going to throw up 2 so that I take 0 damage. I'll defend all 8. The shield expires at the end, same as it would Slay the Spire. And now I might as well commit and finish him off. I think I could have done that the prior turn probably without shielding at all. You win, you level up, and you can choose 4 spaces. So I'm going to expand out to the side, and then, I don't know, I'll add one dumb little thing there, that little, maybe if I find a ring or an amulet or something simple like that. I have some gold, which actually seems to exist outside the backpack, or am I supposed to, I think I'm supposed to put that in still. And there are actually like rings, a broken ring, it adds 4 block, so maybe if I was deciding 7 block, but taking up 4 spaces, not worth it. I will hang on to it for now. The sword does the same amount, adds 8 HP, it looks like 0 almost. I will take that because it costs 0. I don't know if it's permanent or not, actually. This item gets destroyed on use, but it doesn't do anything? I'm adding it because I want to know. This adds 25 blocks, so it actually does do quite a lot. This item is conductive. Ancient magicians found protection within this ring on hand. I don't know what it being conductive has to do with anything. I will take it with me. Oh, cannot take broken items? Can't take more items is the main thing I'm dealing with here. I guess I have everything I need then. I will advance without it. I'll make do. It seems quite excessive anyways. And we can make our way on yonder to next battle, next lair of the crypt, part 1 of 3. So now is where I have to start making choices, an actual navigation. A locked door, I need a key. I guess that's something I'll just have to go hunting for, like an enemy will drop it, something like that. On the other side is a chest of valuables. I was curious if I could use the gold. You specifically cannot use the gold. I'll wait till I'm injured to even try to use that. How is this? It adds 2 energy. So I read that as being, it recovers them. It's not going to add on top. I will not gain by doing that. We don't know what the bee is about to do. Curse. We'll add curse of honey to inventory. It'll make my things all sticky? No, sirree, I don't want anything sticky. Oh, I have to attack the front row then. In that case, I guess I'm just gonna have to commit quite hard to that. Oh, how dare you. on use, this item gets destroyed. I have to make space for it, I think is what I'm understanding here. The herb is stupid. I don't understand the herb, so I will kick out the herb. I could also choose to just take damage. I will take it. It destroyed the herb, so that sucks. I'm not a fan of that at all. I will... Oh, he's guarding. Shit. That does make a difference, doesn't it? I wish I would have committed maybe to multiple blocks then. I hadn't realized... I should have realized from the first turn that he had blocked. Now he's vulnerable. Now I can try and do something about it. Now I might as well eat this fish as well, because presumably he's going to curse me again. And now I'll actually have room for that to go somewhere. Yeah, I'll take all your honey. Delicious, yummy, I love it. Slather it right on that leather of my pack, and I'll thank you for it along the way. How about that? Maybe at the end of the battle it turns into something. I don't know. I might actually be kind of stuck with it. I don't know if it persists. It seems like it, but presumably right here, right now, I could just take it out of my backpack. This item is conductive. Used as a resource in magical items, it must form a path to the item that it powers. Ooh, so that's where the ring would have mattered, I guess. A spiked helmet. Helmets to the right get -1 block, but it adds 2 spikes to self each turn and adds 1 block. When a space above this item gets -2 spikes and -1 block. So I need to put it at the top, which is a funny consideration to have to make. I'm pulling things out. I can't move the curse. That kind of sucks. You do have to do something about that, apparently. What else is there, actually? Frothy drink replaced with an empty cup adds 10 HP and 1 energy, so it's actually quite good. I probably will take that. I want to keep it in my inventory. I'll figure it out after. The cleaver kind of sucks worse than the sword for sure. Deals 10 damage. Hurts. Deals 2 damage to yourself. It's also uncommon. This item gets -2 damage to enemy and +1 to self this turn. Oh, so it gets shittier the more you use it? Is that what I'm hearing here? Deals 4 damage to all enemies. When an adjacent weapon is present, this item gets -3 damage to all enemies. So, I would have to put it somewhere like that, which means I basically have to put the sword there, which means I would not have room for the helmet because of my stupid curses that I didn't realize were going to persist. So that thing, I think, is going to be cut. Arrows to the right get used to fire arrows for the smallest of rodents, but I don't have arrows, so it's not going to matter at all. I think I will hang on to that. It's clearly definitely useful. I do kind of want the helmet. Oh, the helmet is a single space item. I really thought it was a notably larger thing. In that case, I will rearrange closer to that, I would say. I could stick you up like that. I would be fully giving up on having a shield, and that seems maybe dumb. I don't know if that's something I should do. Sure, that sucks. Alright, I'm starting over. This is absurd. This is absurd, the amount of time I'm putting into this so early on, but I would love to make the best use out of some of this stuff. As much of this stuff as I can. Shit. I'm not going to be able to get away with it. So, that's getting left behind, because I need the shield. You need to be able to use block. That's important. I'll take a bunch of this, like, single space stuff, and I'll take my meal. I guess I have to eat. I guess we could consider that something important enough to keep is food, if we want to be so picky. Do you feel lucky? Well, do ya? You silly little mole. Ooh, I love matching games. Red thing. Piggy bank. Okay, that counts as one guess. Spear thing and fish. So next one, fish. Then red thing at the start there. We can move on to the corner. Oh, I gained this thing. A big curse. Well, I obviously don't want that. What? I don't want a big curse? I will skip the curse. Obviously, I don't want it. A big bow. Haven't seen that. Green thing. Don't know what that is. Piggy bank. Probably worth some bucks. So yes, please. I will take. And that's the last of my guesses. Yes? So that just added some money? Or will? Creates 2 gold when combat ends. Free money and it smells like bacon. So I think we've done everything we could care to do here. Ooh, actually, there's also a fish floating around. A cave shark. Adds 2 energy. Adds 5 HP. Is this thing attached to my backpack but inaccessible? Is it going to come with me? That's the main thing. I think I left it behind. The helmet's doing its trick. Appreciate it. Big fan. I'll basically wait till I get hurt to bother using that. I will spend a thing getting rid of that curse because it does suck. It's crappy and I'm about to get another one, so I kind of want a free slot to put it in. Oh, it was going to cost 3 to skip it that time, so it was potentially going to get shittier than it even was before. I'll sure myself up. Do I do all 3? No, I'll take the 1 damage as it's fine. But I'm chipping away, trying to get rid of these curses. He got hurt. That must be because of my spikes. So that's good. I'm happy with that. Reorganize now to claim this item. When did this come about? On use, it gets destroyed and it doubles poison. Well, I don't. Scratch the enemy for 3 damage. Costs 1. Reorganize your inventory in battle. Costs 3 energy. I scratch the enemy. I guess if I somehow ran out of items, then you have a backup. You have something you can still do in case you were totally stuck. I will just commit. I'll commit to killing this thing and whatever. I'll take my stupid honey that I'm so not happy about. Exceedingly unhappy about. I will block up twice and try to get rid of honeys. Normally love honey. Garbage that you're putting me through this. But now we're honey free. Can feel good about that. What have we got here? Club adds 1 weak to enemy, as well as just dealing 7 damage. Well, you're cut, because this just is better, for sure. I doubt I can stack that. Yeah, not how that works. Could I stack potions? No, also not an option. A hatchet can be used 1 time each turn. It deals 5 damage. Oh, 0. Has 0 cost. Why did it light up the helmet? When armor is present, it gets -4 damage. Oh, so I would... Ooh, you can just right-click to rotate everything. Well, why? I think I'm going to keep the helmet. I think each turn adds 1 energy. When combat ends, it gets destroyed. So is it only going to work for the next combat? Am I understanding that correctly? Adds 6 poison to all enemies. That's pretty great. Why can't I take more items? Like, there's a spot for it. There just is. There's a limit to the number of things per round I can take, I suppose. That must be the case. If I put that away, yeah, there's a limit to the number of items. I guess you can't totally redo your thing every time. Even though I want to. I very much would want to do that, I think, to get the most out of it. Pretty repetitive pairings of enemies so far, but we are playing like a early demo look at things here, so I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. I'm gonna make you so weak. Well, actually, I think I can... Oh, I can't quite kill it. That's a shame. That's a shame. It is kind of a good idea to keep an open slot, though, for these stupid curses. Adds 5 max HP, but when removed, you lose the max HP. That's simple as can be. That totally makes sense. He has the weak, so I would only need to defend twice. I think I'm going to get rid of a curse, and I'm actually going to just... Ooh, it adds energy, not health. I really thought it added health. Well, in that case, what more could I do? What other interesting thing could I do here? I guess bashing them is not going to do any good. That's no fun. There's no point to that. I could add energy and just really go to town. Nah, it all seems silly. In that case, I can't claim it. So what I think I'm going to do is eat this to gain the energy so I can reorganize in order to claim this ring that now appeared. That's one way to get my hands on that. It still has a second use. That's right. So I could still play around with that further, try and get a little more out of it. I don't know what else I would need to get out of it. And let's just bash you up real good. I saw there was a rose there that I specifically didn't grab just now, and I wonder if I should have. Choose 3 spaces this time. I didn't even check to see what the rose did. I pretty well just straight up missed it. A slats shield on use adds 8 block. So it just takes up less room and adds more block. It's way better. Adds 12 haste, adds 8 weak to self, and then the item is destroyed. I don't like that. Can be used 1 time each turn. It deals 2 damage, and on kill adds great luck. Lucky for you, not for them. I think I probably will hang on to that. That sounds cool. I'll stick that. I can take 1 more item. That's where that's coming into play. Oh! Adjacent and diagonal armor get +1 block. Ooh. And it adds 7 block. So I could stick this up here, and it will make my helmet better. So when a space is above this, yeah, I won't have to worry about that. Adds 1 block each turn. Adds 2 block each turn. This will be better. I'll get more out of it this way. So that's a smart trade up, I think. Doubles poison, won't matter. Adds 2 energy, removes 5 HP. It's disgusting food. Adjacent and diagonal consumables get +5 healing, and it itself adds 10 HP. But I could hang on to it specifically and just have it enhance other things that I'm holding. I think that is really cool. So I'm finished choosing, and there's basically just the one way I can go with some slimies. 1 will add 6 regeneration, so it's gonna start healing itself basically as soon as things get going. This is a rare. The Lucky Dagger is rare. 1 time each turn. Oh, I won't have enough to kill this stupid thing. So I will block once, I'll attack twice, and I'll chuck out my Lucky Dagger. I guess on the next turn I can hope. Oh, it won't quite work out, I don't think. 2 damage, 7 damage. Damn. I really wanted to kill with this thing to add great luck. I want to know what the deal was with great luck. So I'll just kill him regular then, and maybe I can hope I get away with getting this to the right amount of health. Although it won't work again. Correct? That next time I will be able to do it. All right, I'm excited about that. We can experience. No, he gained health because of his stupid regeneration. You ruined it. I was excited about that, and you took it away from me. How could you? I will club you to death, and I'll be happy to do it. That's what I think of that. I think the spiked helmet is always going to be the same. The club is always going to be the same. I don't think there's like random additional modifiers you can expect to find. I could add an extra heart ring if I wanted. A little buckler. It adds 6 block. That's really damn impressive, considering how little space it takes up. I don't have anything that deals poison, so it doesn't really matter, you know? This thing would hurt me for the sake of energy. I guess I'll still include it. It'll get that diagonal bonus, so it'll add 5 HP, so it should balance out. Okay, that's actually hilarious. That works out great. I don't know if I should be keeping things to sell. I will grab some crap, because I can, in the off chance that selling is a thing. I'm looking around here to see if I'm seeing anything that is listed as being a shop. Not that I'm seeing. So I guess I just push on forward. How the heck do I find keys? I guess a key is probably just one of the random types of things that could drop that I need to keep an eye out for. Chuck my little dagger. I gotta remember that I can use the dagger with 0 energy. It feels like it will be quite easy to forget that that's an option. It'll add energy to use it, and I could try to grab this other one. A warm drink and a frothy drink. They are different. Adds 10 HP. Adds 15. So are they the same? Oh, this one also adds plus energy. Well, I'll just keep what I have. I don't think it's going to be worth reorganizing everything for the sake of that tiny little addition of what I would get out of that. Let's try to finish some things off here. I'm slowly getting more into the swing of it where I can make some more confident decisions. Sometimes in games like this, you really can hem and haw over things for an exceedingly long time. Great luck, please. Is it too late? Does it not matter when the battle's over? Or maybe you get better drops when you have great luck. It could be something like that. I will get rid of things like the little buckler. I see that there's a key here, so I should take the key. I will take the key. A spell book adds 4 mana to connected mana stones. Are you guys mana stones? Adds 4 mana. Okay. And adjacent and diagonal weapons get plus 2 damage this combat. So if I add mana to you, is that to connected mana stones? I don't know, man. What are the weapons here? A brutal spear. This item gets plus 1 damage this turn, so it gets stronger the more you stab with it. Applying the weak is fun. Things getting stronger seems really fun. And a jagged blade is a legendary. Deals 9 damage, deals 8 to all enemies. Well, you better believe I'm taking that. That's dope. I want it. A dodge potion adds 1 dodge. And what did we have here? Deals 12 damage to all enemies. Adds 6 regen to self. That could be quite useful. I have quite a few things that feel quite useful at this point. The mana stone is stupid because I'm not keeping anything conductive, so I really don't think there's any reason. I'll ditch it for now, and I'll figure out what I can collect next time, I guess. This one's closer. Who has time to backtrack all that way? Unlock the door, choose a key, and inside I get good things, valuables, things that I want. I feel as though that didn't work. Unless it wasn't supposed to. Now I get to move forward. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. A tunic, adjacent and diagonal helmets, gloves, and footwear get plus 1 block. And each turn it adds 5 block. How many spaces? 4 spaces. Dang, son. And on use adds 4. I'm not going to do that. I might as well replace 1 meal with a better, more complete meal. Part of a balanced breakfast. Adding 7 block on use. I guess you can use that repeatedly. And so in that case, having something like that miniature shield on hand would have been worth hanging on to. I can rearrange this in a way to keep like everything that I care about having currently, I think. No, that's not true. I would still be too shy. Well, the disgusting food would be the first one I would cut. The 12 block is going to be important if I ever fight like a boss or something. This didn't go that well. It doesn't add anything to shields. So in that case, actually, it is maybe more valuable. I really am going to need another shield type, though, so that I can actually choose to apply block. Because right now I'm only going to have passive block, which seems risky. It seems like perhaps I'm gambling a little too hard there, but I'm willing to give it a shot, you know? Instant 7 block every time, that seems sweet. So, on kill it does 8 to everyone. But still, just 9 to start with every time, just because you feel like it. Plus, I can get my extra luck. What is it? On kill from a non-summon adds great luck. Lucky for you, not for them. I'm looking on the screen. I don't see where great luck has factored in. I don't know where that's applied and become a part of what I got going for me. See, I nearly can defend myself just on my passives here, which is pretty awesome. Then I can spam my 3 attacks, and next turn he'll be fully vulnerable. He's taking things like spike damage, 1, 2, 3, and my little dagger. I should be the luckiest boy around. So maybe that's why I am finding things like this. This item is heavy. Each turn adds 0 block. For each adjacent structure, it gets 1 block. I don't know what we're calling a structure, honestly. Can be used 1 time each turn, deals 8 damage and 2 poisons. That's where you could start folding in like a poison build, a machete. This item gets all modifiers applied by 50%. Good and bad modifiers. Deals 3 damage to all enemies. A rocket. It moves forward until stopped. How much damage does it do? What do you mean? When destroyed, it deals 0 damage to all enemies. When this finishes moving, this item gets destroyed. When this moves, it gets plus 10 damage permanently. It would move forward in my inventory? Confusing. Seems difficult to use. A splint. When an adjacent weapon is used, add 1 HP. That's pretty cool. When armor is present, add all. It gets -1 to its healing. Man, you would have to ditch all your armor to get anything out of it. That's so unforgiving. We have a new key. I'll ditch the disgusting food. And honestly, I don't think I'm going to take anything else. That'll be enough for me, because I mostly just want to go back and inspect. Oh, I just realized that was a healer. It's fine. I'll know that that's waiting ahead of me then. Key, and probably there's not going to be a lot of stuff in here that I want or need again anyways, but it'll be fun to see. A cleansing wand. It's conductive, removes 50% of all status effects. We have a flower that I'm not going to use. 6 damage to all enemies, sure, and the shield that I've already swapped out and replaced once. So let's go to the healer. We'll see how expensive it is. I never found a shop or anything. This will be maybe the first time I spend any money. We're here to protect the brave. 5 to heal, 25. Remove curses. I don't have any. 8 gold. I hate that number 8. I hate that it's not like pinched in or anything. It looks too much like a 0. It messes with my brain. The porcupines have traveling clinics throughout the dungeon. They seek to heal the animals who venture deep into the dangers here. Well, for 5 gold, I'll be back at full health. Seems worth it. She runs her paw sensually across your wounds. The quills on her back shake and you're lost in the sound of them. Ooh, that is kind of cool. I'm picturing like a rain stick. When you come to, many wounds are healed. Glad to have helped. I'm glad too. Much appreciated. Faux show. Up to 2 out of 3? Is that where we'll be at now? Okay, and I don't know if anything is actually beyond the crypt. I don't know what my end point is. I'm rolling in dough, so I kind of hope I can find somewhere to spend it. A merchant. That's what I gotta push through to. Yes, I'm excited for the merchant. Ooh, a purple slime. You will get 6 experience for defeating them. Grape flavor, delicious. I like that there's flavor text for these. I hadn't noticed that before. 14 damage. That's where I'm going to wish I had some more of my own ability to block with things, because I do not deal enough damage to kill it in one go. So I basically just have to swallow a bit of a hard hit there, actually. What? Maybe I can swap out for something. 10 poison to all enemies, adds 10 poison to self, and it gets destroyed. Damn, that's brutal. A shiv can be used 1 time each turn, deals 2 damage. Well, it's not quite as good as the lucky dagger. The leather boots, Footwear to the right, get -2 block. For each space above, this gets 1 block. I quite like that. Poison all, damage all. That one, the seasoning is improving all my different stuff. That one heals a bunch. That one's energy. What am I willing to give any of those up? When combat ends, add luck. I do not get a lot out of that one. I really just haven't so far. So I'm willing to swap it out to try some other things. Oh, boots take 2. Each turn adds 3 block, though. It will bother me ever so slightly if I don't line them up like that. Just the tiniest bit. It will bother me. So I can sub that out at least. Poison all enemies is cool, but luck, if I push my luck up, I'm hoping that means I find cooler, better, stronger items. And that I'm not worried about either. I didn't even look at what it is. 3 green slimes? Pshaw! Nothing. I'll block myself for a lot of that, actually. It'll go quite well. Can take out one of them, and now I'll be fine and dandy. That's actually a pretty slick combo I got there. And they're out here hurting themselves. Again, fully defended. I think juicing up my luck while I'm at it. This was the easiest matchup this game could have squared me against. Excellent. 3 spaces to choose. I actually will specifically move down like this because I want to move these down a space so that they add additional blocking. A letter on use moves up 1 space. When it moves, adjacent weapons get 6 damage this turn. That's crazy. You would have to carve out a specific path for it, but that's cool. You could do some cool things. Each turn adds 0 block. For each space to the left, it gains 0.25. So if I stick you off to the side, each turn you'll add 1. That's it. I'm liking playing up the passive block, though. It's pretty cool. This item gets anchored for 2 combats. Oh, I kind of forgot about the on-kill damaging everyone, because I was tempted. I was tempted to swap that out, actually. I am going to mess around with the letter, because I think the letter is neat. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do here, because I think that's really cool. A dragonfly, each turn moves forward 1 space and turns clockwise. When it moves, adjacent weapons get 5 damage for this turn. Wow. Okay. There are really, really cool ways to play around with that. It seems like it would be difficult to get the maximum efficiency out of it. I won't go to the chest yet. I'll fight 3 small rat wolves. The smaller version of the rat wolves that patrol the upper layers of the dungeon. Oh, I should also have moved this to also benefit. So when this does 9 damage, I move it up 1. The damage and the on-kill damage both went up. So now all of a sudden I'm better off making sure I kill with this thing, because 1, 2 to kill, 14 damage to everything else. I can't even apply additional block. I blocked it all as is now anyways, but I can do that one more time. That is such a sick combo. I can't even wrap my head around how stoked I am. Oh, but you can only really do it the once, because if I try to do it now, it'll try to move up and it can't. So doesn't quite work, but I'll get my luck out of that one, and I'm fully defended. I got no concerns here. That was some good comboing. I'm quite excited about how that all came together. Very, very exciting. So every turn, I basically have to rearrange that. You will now be adjacent, so you'll also get the bonus. Here's where things like the dragonfly would work, because you could have it walk around the perimeter of a weird shaped item like this. Creates a fish in a adjacent space that is adjacent. No, why did I add that word? I thought, oh, it's stupid. It says it twice. I added it. What am I talking about? Deals damage and you would gain fish. That's like pretty cool, I guess. Pretty straightforward. And a debuff adds slow to everyone. Now I kind of got a pretty specific thing cooking up here. I think I'm good. I'm moving on. Don't need any of it. I'm curious about the merchant. Want to know what's going on here. Little frog toad buddy. Want to see what I have for sale? Yeah, that's why I came here, yo. Adjacent clothing gets +1 block. Helmets to the right get -1. Each turn adds 2 block. When a space is above it, it gets -3. Okay. So it can't be next to clothing. That's a significant thing. A dart. It is a projectile, deals 10 damage to all enemies, and gets destroyed. I have that potion. That's better. The potion is actually better. Enhanced by the seasoning. I'm not sure if I noticed that before. It's kind of funny. Empty cup, which is a projectile. You can just throw it at things. Well, I think I want this. Does this have a negative if it's next to another helmet? Helmets to the right get -1 block. So either way, the helmets are interfering with each other. But this adds 1, and it could benefit adjacent clothing. Like, let me test this. If I stuck this up there, this would deal less block. So it adds 1 block. This adds 3 block. This now adds 6. That's okay, I have a lot of things that add block if I do that. So that's quite good. Maybe I don't need that anymore. There's something I gotta... I have too much gold. The gold is, like, not doing anything for me. These things aren't expensive. But who knows? I guess I just hoard it all. It's all for me. I'm gonna be the richest rat in this dungeon. Sure, why not? Apparently that's what I'm committing to. Maybe I'll come back if I feel like it. Let's open the chest and see what it's got on offer. I can find out the rose. Adds 1 spike. Every rose has its thorns, especially this one. I wonder if I could come back if I leveled up and acquired more space. What are you doing? You're going to attack 3 separate times, hey? You will get 7 experience for defeating them. The sables are fierce predators. I should now be able to do... That didn't add damage? Shouldn't it have done it to all adjacent weapons? Is it only... Would I had to have put it up there where it ends its position? Dang. That's a shame. I definitely could have just gotten more out of that, you know? Do you know what's absurd? I can still kill this thing in 1 turn, actually. Sucker! The bronze breastplate, adjacent and diagonal helmets and footwear get 2 block. Adjacent weapons get 1 damage, and it adds 2 block. This adds 6 block each turn, but it doesn't affect everything else. It adds +1 to other things. So this is adding 1, 2, 3. This would add 2, 4, 6. This contributes 6 + 3, so 9. This starts with 2 + 6. So it's slightly worse. But it does also add to the sword. And so I think for that reason I will swap it out. I think that's what I'm gonna go with there. I get slightly less out of it, but I still get plenty out of it. I will move you down. Hopefully that makes the dagger receive the benefit. I've chosen it all. Is this also just a chest again? Oh my gosh, choices. A damaged knife, stupid, deals 8 damage, 3 uses, garbage. Garbage items, don't want any of this stuff. A bramble, and more seasoning. Yep, no thanks. That second floor was kind of a joke. It really seemed like not a lot of anything happened. At the end of the crypt here, yeah, I feel set. Try and stop me. The Queen Bee. Oh wait, so is this the boss? I didn't realize that basically all this would be a boss showdown, it seems like. Will summon an enemy, so I should expect a summon coming in. I'll just deal as much damage as I can now. it didn't work. The lucky dagger didn't receive the benefit either way I tried to make use of it. So that's kind of a shame. But now this thing does 16 3 times, which is just comical. I'm just going to blast my way through these bees. Oh, but they're going to do their damn honey, aren't they? This one's about to poison me. I have no way to defend myself. Ooh, but I've been hanging on to this. I can use that against everyone. How about that? That seems like an effective use. I'll kill one. I'll kill two. But it did damage to everyone on kill. Yeah. So this weapon was unbelievable. Planned everything literally around that weapon based on how good it is. If I stick one to the side there, it'll make the glove better. So that's why I would choose to put that there instead. The Belt of Knives. All weapons get this effect applied. On use, adjacent weapons get 3 damage this turn. I don't understand. Does this thing cost energy? It doesn't seem like it. A glass bottle. All weapons get this applied. When an adjacent or diagonal armor or shield is present, this item gets disabled. All weapons get 6 damage. This gets disabled? Why? What? When an adjacent armor or shield is present, this item gets disabled. Oh, so it specifically can't be next to armor. Oh man, so you really can't crowd shit in a very specific way. I think I can still, I don't even know. The demo might end here, but we might as well like play around with some strategizing, practice, learn a thing or two. And a bomb stone. All weapons get this effect applied. On use, this item gets destroyed, and the weapon gets 500 bonus damage. 500% bonus damage. That is comical. This one has no caveat saying it can't be next to anything. Oh, crap. I think I broke things by removing too much stuff, because I've only selected one item. Maybe that's the point with the boss. Maybe you can only take one item. Because what I was going to do is put this to the left of the sword, seeing as then it would not be near any armor. This to the right, because it doesn't matter if it's near armor. I would leave space to still be able to use this. I had a plan there. I guess I will still... It just can't be next to armor and stuff. This stuff doesn't matter if it's next to armor and everything. This is slightly better than the belt. That's where I'm sticking that. And I should be able to hang on to like all the everything else that I have had so far. There you go. I guess that's what I'm ending up with there. I have no idea what more there is to be done. There's a chest. Through that, a ninja costume adds 1 dodge to self every turn, and when your turn ends, remove 100% of your block. That's terrible. I don't want that. An archer's wand. It looks like an arrow, but it is a wand. Creates ethereal arrow in a space that is in this column. It takes up four spaces? Yeah, I'm obviously not picking up or using that. There's 2 stairs up, and I seemingly can't get to one of them. Can I walk past it? I can, but I don't have a key. And I can't go to the other one because it's locked. Oh, maybe that would be like an alternate path or something. If I had brought a key with me all the way up to here and not stopped at those chests. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there is an alternate branch of stuff going on. I honestly wasn't sure in a demo like this. Okay, Badger. You experience, I don't care. You never see these guys alone. So annoying. He's super alone right now. Big old loner. Oh, when an adjacent armor or shield is present, it won't work. Shit. So that's not happening. It's somehow impacting things. There's some shit going on there that I gotta figure out. In the meantime, I'll try and just blast what damage I can. Suddenly I've lost confidence in, this specific run and how I've jumbled some of these items together. Adjacent or diagonal. Like, it's nowhere. Why are you affecting this? That shouldn't matter. It's unimportant. I guess I have to move it. But I could create a 2-tiered path to use that thing if I want. If I want. Adds 3 max HP. Dope. Yep, take it. Want it. Gonna do it. I like it. Not too worried about any of the rest of that. Push through. Unknown event. See what's going on there. Welcome to the Forge. A badger stands by her anvil. A good badger, I guess. Again, alone. Contradictory there. Her arms strong and resilient from years spent in the dungeon. She nods at you. I forge, she says. Badgers aren't much for words. Upgrade? She asks. Damage to my legendary sword, please. She takes her weapon, turns it a few times, and then presses it to her anvil. Her hammer sends sparks flying, and you turn around to cover your eyes. When you turn back, your weapon glows with new purpose. Can I only use this once a turn? No, I can use it multiple times. You better believe I just will exploit that. That's fantastic. Oh, the seasoning makes that better. That's cool. Oh my god, the seasoning is crazy valuable, right? Like, holy shit. It costs 0, so I'm just going to do that now. Oh, but then did it not actually? It didn't actually. It still only added 3. That's a bit of a shame. An armadillo? These armadillos are legendary for their defensive abilities and their stench. Is that a thing? Are armadillos stinky? It's 20 damage. Deals 19 all when it kills anything. 1 and 2. So now it's 32 damage, so it will one-shot these. And the 31 damage, it'll almost kill the other thing. Dang, so close. There's a way... No. I'll still get a lot out of this. It'll still be hilarious. I was thinking about using that. It'll do 32 damage. Fine, I'll do it this way because I'll still kill everything, and it doesn't matter at that point. It genuinely does not. I think I've cracked into maybe an overpowered something. Creates an item, and it gets destroyed. Let's see. Let's see what it creates. Why does this exist? I'm taking it with me. What if I put it next to seasoning, actually? It adds 5 HP, so I guess it's basically just waiting to be seasoned. That's pretty funny. That's interesting, I guess. I already have a luck ring. Yeah, I'm happy with all that. Whatever. I am curious. I do want to try out the glitched potion, see what kind of weird shit it makes. A guppy adds 1 energy and then is destroyed. Sure, I guess. I am finished reorganizing. I am apparently happy with that. It doesn't matter, because I'm just going to go here and juice these enemies like crazy. This weapon is too strong at this point. It's kind of a joke, and I love it. I wish that would reset each turn, but I guess I get why it can't work that way. I'm also realizing this, I'm full health, it doesn't matter. I'm going to stick this over here. I'm going to lean even further into what I'm already doing, because it's just crushing everything to like a comical degree. Blueberry flavors. They all just have different flavors. This now does 32 damage. Oh, did it have a limit? Can I only do it twice? 38. No, 38. It applied 3 times. Just to be clear on that. Let's just kill everything on 1 turn every time. This feels like it got out of hand. A gold cleaver. So a regular one deals 3 damage. A gold one, adjacent and diagonal cleavers get +1 damage. I guess if you just decided to commit 100% to cleavers, they only take up 1 space. So I suppose you could build something around that. That could be kind of fun, weird, twisted, comical, explosive combinations of things. I Never ended up with a key on this run. Gain 5 max health. Yep, I will do that. She reaches out to you. You feel a great strength in you rising. Your paws are firmly planted, but it almost feels that you are floating. May you achieve what seemed impossible. Because of my piggy bank, money has never been a concern. I have not had to think about that ever at any point. It doesn't matter. Maybe now that I'm getting deeper into things, my one weapon strategy will stop working as effectively as it has so far. Ooh, a bat. But he kind of is like doing a vampire thing, which, you know, it's a bat, but it kind of, what came to mind for me was that he was like Batcula. That doesn't really roll off the tongue. These bats don't drink wine. What do they drink? Strawberry flavor. Are you ready to get one-shotted, you stupid slime? Oh my god, it's satisfying. It's getting out of hand. Speaking of out of hand, I will slide that over to make additional space. That will be primo. Get items. Present me all the garbage that I probably won't be taking. A cave fish adds 4 regen to self. Sure, I might at some point want to get use out of that. Bonus luck. Sure, why not? I'll stick that over there. Oh, but will this? It never affected the glove. What? Would I get more out of this? Because right now, it adds 4 block each turn. So if I move it up 1, it will now receive 5 block. Because here, you're losing out on 1 by moving it a space higher. But it gains the benefit from this. So I could have been getting more out of that than I had been. So there you go. There's a fancy little maneuver, I guess. I feel great about it. Sure, why not? Happy, joy. What do you got for sale here, buddy? A wizard robe? Stupid. Garbage, don't want it. Hey, finally get to see an arrow. I just haven't found arrows. Deals 1 damage. For each empty space to the right, it gets an additional 1.5 damage. Oh, that's funny. It's like it's traveling across. The brick thing is so weird. You would have to really commit to bricking off your inventory, and I just don't really want to do that. That's non-permanent. You just heal. But whatever. I have space for it. I have money. I'll take it. Let's take a rando event. So long. Oh, how you doing? We got an otter. Brandy the otter. Well, howdy, she says as you approach. Her nose wiggles and she shakes her giant tail. I've been doing some fishing. Care to buy one? Sure, show me what you got. Is it an interesting fish? Maybe if I would have kept buying them, there would have been interesting ones. Stinky fish? No. I genuinely don't want it, but, you know, you could use the money, I'm sure. So why not? Why not do that favor? Whoops. Put some things in a stupid order there, so I won't get the most out of this one this time. That's a damn shame, because it's so fun to go so all out with it. Oh, I'll take some damage here. That's a real damn shame. He took some damage right back. So you know how it is. We'll put an end to it here now. Ooh, now we got some interesting looking things. I better put this down first. Is this a weapon? A fish sword. Deals 6 damage for each adjacent or diagonal fish. 2 damage. This thing does not smell good. Seriously. A tooth necklace. Adds 6 rage to self. Each turn hurts, deals 1 damage to self, but rage makes you do more damage. I'll try it out. I'll see. Is the rage adding things to it? I don't know. Rogue mask. Helmets to the right, get -1. Can be used 1 time each combat. Adds dodginess. We will try out the tooth necklace, but I will put it down here instead, actually. It looks like it'll affect the weapon still anyways. I'm going to use this fish because whatever, I don't care. I'll just heal. I don't actually want or need it. When a weapon kills an enemy, add 6 rage. So let's see how that pans out. Kill. Now I have rage. Will add 6 damage when attacking with a weapon. So even if I use this, it's dealing 14 damage currently. That's quite excessive. Ooh, things are ramping up. A bubble adds 2 regen, 2 haste, 1 energy, and is destroyed. So it does a bunch of stuff. It's a good item overall, it seems like. Here's something I really want to understand. I'm moving those around for a specific purpose. I'm assuming rage makes me, I don't know, vulnerable or something, because otherwise that seems quite overpowered. 20. No, it goes up to 26, so I could potentially be using that one more time even than I have been, which is just out of control. It's kind of a preposterous thing that I've built up here. I basically am just looking... water, get that out of here. Who wants it? I'm basically just looking to see what can I pick up that will add to that specific combo that I've built up. The regen, I don't even care, because all I care about is making that weapon stronger. So I'm going to push that harder. Because now I get to use that, 4 times every time? The Axemen, these lizards are known for their legendary fighting ability. I also am known for that. It's like the singular thing I'm known for, and you'll come to learn that about me. So allow me to show you what I can do. How about that? It's going to seem like this game is the easiest thing ever designed, and I just happen to kind of have stumbled across a very particular exploit. I got lucky finding that weapon, is basically what it comes down to. I have the key, so I might as well use it. Maybe I should have held on to it. I don't know. It's taking up inventory space, so I don't really want to hang on to it. I'd rather venture forward to this chest and see what it offers. I'd have another one of those. It's funny to get a key out of that, actually. But now it's really cramping my style on some level. Is that absurd to get rid of for the sake of holding on to a key? The best defense is a good offense. I'm going offense. I'm just trying to kill everything. And this is my strategy, okay? So I can kill you. Everything is dead. There. You never have to worry about defending. This is flawless. Now I have room for the stuff that I just got rid of. Now. So, you know what? I'll immediately just add that back in. I'm poisoning everyone. Seems like it'll be useful if or when that comes up. Yeah, that's basically the shit I just got rid of. So, give it right back to me. Ooh, I found like a computer. The wall splits open. Inside you can see a vast abyss. Green eyes peer in. You recognize them as the eyes of a predator. Strange sounds echo from the place, and an offer is made. It kind of seems like a predator, like the official IP predator, but I'm assuming not. I will take a rare item and a curse. You can feel an acknowledgement, and an item appears. The eyes watch as a horrible curse is placed in your backpack. So the conduit, adjacent and diagonal structures become conductive. It adds block, and for additional structures, it adds a bunch of block. Adjacent and diagonal weapons get +1 poison to self. When combat ends, this item gets destroyed. Can I just put it somewhere where it won't be adjacent to anything? Ooh, I don't have the ability to move that around. I will just take the damage. But there's a cool way in which structures could become, more valuable and a more viable build. You would really have to bank on finding something like that to actually get the most out of it, which is seemingly not that likely. Top of the second story here now. So we have a new boss, the Blade Master, which just makes me think of Warcraft 3. You seem a decent fellow. I hate to kill you. 300? Really? Spikes will deal 7 damage if attacked. That's pretty brutal, and he's about to use regeneration. He deals quite a lot of damage. I may come to wish that I had more block. My rage isn't really going to come into play. Is there much else that I can really... I can poison him. How about I throw poison on top of him and force him to have to deal with that? That's one thing I could do. And I could add some regen to myself, knowing in anticipation I will take some damage. Ooh, right, I only get to do that the once. Yeah, so I guess I got my kicks in there early on. Oh my god. Oh, the spikes. Yep. That's gonna do me in. I better drink that up to heal. I like don't have enough block to get enough out of that. Like, I'm taking pretty massive damage by swinging these. He's blocking a lot of it. He's going to attack me and block again. Wow. My indestructible build really hit a major wall here because I have no ability to block. I can't create block like indefinitely. So I literally just have to swallow this to wait for his block to expire. He hurt himself on the spikes, which is, you know, good for me. It costs 0 to throw a cup at his head for 12 damage. It's a ranged attack, so it'll still spike me, I think. It's not just a matter of when you attack him with a melee weapon, which I was hoping would be like a factor there. I'm going to throw a cup at his head. I'm going to stab him. Oh, that still won't do it. But he'll attack me and he'll deal damage, spike damage. Or he was poisoned. Or I think that's what did it. That was bad. That came down to the wire there. Each turn adds 1 energy. All weapons get this applied. When an adjacent item is present, this item gets disabled. It has to be on its own. All weapons get 100% bonus damage. What? So nothing can be adjacent to it? If I stick stuff all around... I don't need 2 luck rings. I just don't think that I do. So, I'll double that damage. Yes! Alright, I'm taking that one. The extra energy is cool, but doubling the damage of my item is cooler. That's the one I'm going for. Another cleaver, the Queen Cleaver. Deals 4 damage. Diagonal cleavers get used. Oh my god, you could have like 8 cleavers that all activate each other. That is so cool. I really love that. There's so much weird, amazing, incredible shit you could get away with through that. I'm a big fan. The Magma Core. This has got to be the final thing. I'm surprised, honestly, that there's this much in this demo. Oh my god, they have a lot of health. The Fire Gecko. Years of training, but no match for a magical backpack. Will add 6 burn. No, I'm truly not into that. It's disabled. Oh my god. I thought it just said adjacent item. All weapons are affected. When an adjacent item is present, this item gets disabled. When something is adjacent to the weapon? Or to the... Like, that was so unclear. And now I feel like I'm gonna die because of it. And that really sucks. I basically have to reorganize. That's so stupid. Like, what would I have to do to... And it would destroy this. It would make that not work. That really doesn't make sense to me. See, I think I just have to cut that item. Like, if I stick you like this, if I rotate you off to the side, This item is disabled. If I remove it, that's it. The weapons can't be adjacent to things. Let me test that one more time. So there, it deals 28 damage, but it would mean that this can't work anymore. Unless I just have to keep it away from... Okay, that's a way to make that work. Oh, but if I use this, it adds 6, and I can do it 4 times. I'm really trying to think this through. What will I get the most out of? So it's 20 there, and then you would add 24. So I think I do get more out of that, but only the once. Whereas this, every turn, I would gain that. I would have that benefit. So I think I'm better off getting rid of that shit. Let me just move some things around. The letter, you've done me well. Yeah, I still need that, actually. I still want that in my inventory. Because that's how I really get the most out of that. This does 16 when I have things arranged this particular way. Do I abandon having a key? I guess so. Maybe I abandon having the piggy bank, because at this point it doesn't matter. I'm going to ditch the piggy bank. I have so much money. Money's never mattered. That was absurd. That took so much more effort to organize than I wanted it to. And now I'm going to die anyways. But at least I figured that out. Damn it. You're disabled because you're adjacent. Because you're adjacent to shit. Far out. Far out that's hard to make use of. Ugh. This barbell, I'm telling you. I'll live, but I'll be so heavily burnt. And I can't really skip it because I'll take damage, but it'll disable. It'll disable. So I basically have to take it, but I'm going to get burnt again. That fell apart so insanely hard. There. What does retry do? Back to the start, the total start. Oh my god. My misunderstanding of how that item worked tanked that so hard. And if I would have understood and paid attention, because it does, you can check and it will affect things. And it will show you, oh yes, this no longer works. It has like the little disabled marker next to it. So I should have been able to see that. I could have had an even stronger build than before. I could have done like 120 damage per turn, which then every time I killed someone would deal like 100 damage to everyone else. It was out of control. And my own inexperience did me in, which is a shame. I made it so deep in. It was fun. It was a lot of fun to mess around with. Guys, I would highly recommend it. The Kickstarter is going to be live for something like a week, maybe a bit more still, so plenty of time to check that out. There will be a link in the description if you want to support Backpack Hero, and I hope to see you all again soon.